grab the same color highlighter at first, just to make things look a little better. Elijah has yellow. Everyone grab yellow. I guess we can give some extras if we stick with some of the same colors. Here's extra yellows. We're yellow first. We're doing yellow first. A couple.
Jimmy Hester and Jennifer Baronzi-Lee, please report to the area office for just a moment.
Anyone else not of the package? So in yellow, we're highlighting Jenny.
Jimmy Hester and Jennifer Baronzi-Lee to the area office for just a moment.
In yellow, we're highlighting Jenny. We're going to switch colors to highlight the next important thing, because otherwise it all just starts to blend together. So we're going to unpause and let Clayton keep reading.
Okay. Alexis knows that she made 6 more baskets than Grace. Pause. Highlight that.
What color do you want to pick, Clayton?
I guess purple.
Purple. There are less purples than the other ones, so you might have to share. Grab purple. I got one extra for you, don't you? All right, Alexis in purple. Let's unpause. Joan.
Okay, Joan thinks that she made 4 fewer baskets than Grace.
Can we do blue? Because I have blue up here.
Okay,
Let's do blue. Ooh. Pause.
Pause.
Right, yeah, it's important.
Blue.
Let's pause. Now, here's a name I haven't seen in a long time when like it comes to kids. Tammy.
Wow.
All right, what about Tammy? Aunt Tammy.
Tammy is sure that she made the same number of baskets as Joan. Pause.
I'm choosing green because I have green up here and Jackson's holding up green. You got a lot highlighted. Holy cow. Clayton, do we need to keep reading?
Did everyone highlight it?
No. How'd you get a good shot?
Altogether, the 5 players made 40 baskets. Highlight that.
You didn't say pause.
Pause. Highlight that.
I'm like almost out of colors up here. I think you have one more in the bins. I think you have to use orange. Orange. All right. All right. So, as you guys know, our Otterbein students are here to like learn more about teaching. And we were talking this morning. I was complaining how I don't like the 5D process. And I'm not joking. Like you guys know, I have really strong opinions. It's kind of silly because the whole guess and check part of it, I don't like. But the part of this that I do really like is that it lets us practice writing expressions, taking like the words and turning it into math, right? How last week we were using letters, numbers, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, whatever we got to do. So Major, can you tell me for the yellow, the first thing we wrote, what might we use instead of writing the word Jenny? What might we use instead? A J, right? So Jenny, let's put a J on our paper, and this would be like the bullet points, right, where it says like, what do we know, draw, decide, like, what do we know? I don't know that we can draw a picture for this one, but we can start writing like, okay, J equals, do you know what to put after the J equals? Like, what does Jenny remember?
G times 3.
You threw your voice, that was really skilled. I was asking Major, but you're okay, Josh. Why 3 times G?
Because he remembers that it's 3 times more baskets than Grace.
3 times as many, so not a plus 3, right? 3 times as many as Grace. Questions on that one? Jimmy's not here. Jimmy, feel better and come back to us. Ooh, I'll leave a code word in the video somewhere. You come back and tell me the code word, you get a piece of candy. Liam, what next could we write? Ooh, 6 more than Grace, and that's for Alexis, right? I'm going to write that in white because my purple won't really show up very well here. So Alexis knows 6 more than Grace. Grace plus. Please make sure your G and your 6 look different from each other. I want you to take a moment, try to write whatever else you think we need to write. Take a moment on your own before people tell it to us. Is it a question or answer?
Different question.
About this. It still works, it still works. If not, we can scratch it. That would be twice G, right? We did G plus G. So, like, what are you writing for Joan? What are you writing for Tammy? What about what's highlighted in orange? Take a moment. You don't need to talk to each other. Because then you guys know I'm going to use random cards to ask you what you wrote for. Now, wait a minute. We already used J. Crap.
J squared.
No,
J-
because
J-
that's math.
J-O.
Remember last week when we said we don't want to use 2 letters unless we have to?
Oh.
Alright, so I am not going to use cards for this. I want to know if anyone has a different idea for Joan. O? Would O be a safe variable to use, Elias? Why? What's it look like?
Zero.
It looks like 0, right? If I can't use the first letter of Joan, what could I use instead? Well, sure, but the O we just said is not safe because it looks like 0. And this is kind of a trick that often works because the last letter isn't normally like an O or Elias.
Could do an O, but like you'd have to write a line
Yeah, you have to like make up some kind of symbol.
with a line and zero.
Here's my advice. Do the last letter. For Joan, if I can't use the J, what if I use the N for Joan? So, if you want to match mine, I'm going to use N for Joan. Because if I can't use the first letter, I look at, can I use the last letter? So then, Josh, you already gave me one. Lakin, what could I write for Joan? Like N equals what? What does Joan know? Or what does she think? Not Joan. Remember, Joan's in blue. I think you're looking at Tammy. Yeah, 4 fewer than Grace. G minus 4. Anyone confused why we wrote G minus 4 for Joan? 4 fewer than Grace. You got this down already, Major? Alright, so then we got Jenny, we got Alexis, we got Joan, Tammy. Oh, and what do you think of her Tammy? Why are you using that? You're right, but why? Sure. So guys, Owen could have said T equals N. Don't write that. Am I using N over here? No. Am I using N here for Alexis? No. Am I using N for Joan? I mean, not after I say N equals. So why would I use N right here? Use what you're already using. Owen says, they said it's the same as G minus 4. Let's just use G minus 4. Jenny, Alexis, Joan, Tammy, I'm going to fall over. Any other people to talk about? We got all our people? So how many people are we talking about? 4. What do they now tell us, Caroline? What did we highlight in orange? Who all? 4. Where's Grace? Guys, the number 1 trap door in these situations, talked about Grace, talked about Grace, talked about Grace, talked about Grace. The 5 players, we've only written down 4. So if we go to write down Grace, again, I'm struggling with the colors. Grace, what could I say Grace is equal to? What variable did I use here? What variable did I use here? Variable? G. What did I use here? What did I use here? So what should I use here? Use G. Just say Grace is equal to Grace. Because that's the number one trapdoor where you will overcomplicate this. You'll try to put like G equals something out, like something minus whatever. You're going to try to relate it to. You're allowed to say like I am me. Like that. Grace is Grace. Grace is G. So now our 5 people, let's write out. You might be tempted to start filling in what we wrote for the people. Do not do that yet. Let's just write out Jenny plus Alexis plus Joan plus Tammy plus Grace. How many baskets did they get? 40. So you guys have columns set up for you, right? Now, you could label your columns J, A, and like, and I would. I hope I still have an extra copy over here. So check it. And this might be the last 5D table. We might use one more 5D table, but then I think we're going to have a better process eventually. Sure. What? Okay, no. Then I guess no. All right, so hold on. For Joan, I would not put your J right here. I would put your J up here because then what did we say about J? What is J equal to? 3 times G, right? So 3G. What? Who's next? Alexis. What did we say for Alexis? You should have it written down. A equals what? G plus 6, right? Joan next. Sorry, my pen got a little stuck here. G minus 4. Who's next? Tammy. Tammy's same as Joan, right? Yeah, it's a G. Yeah. Bro, I'm like, that's why I'm telling you, you got to have it on your own paper. Do you have all of these written down? So you should be checking your own handwriting. Now wait, what about, who's the last person we talked about? And she's just G. So wait, last week, if we remember back to our 5D process, what's our goal for the do? Like in this problem, what do we then need to do? Add 'em, what's the math word for add 'em up? Starts with an S. So the do is we need to check, do they sum to 40? What did we do now last week? We had like our columns filled in and then we essentially just had to randomly make a guess. Who are we going to make a guess for here though? Grace, right? Because Grace is the variable that's by itself. I'm going to start to color code my guesses. Anyone want to give me a guess for Grace? I heard 4 multiple times, so let's use 4. If G is 4, right, we're going to guess for Grace. Okay, what's 3 times 4? 12. Go ahead and try to fill these columns in on your own. 4 is our G. 4 is our G. 4 is our G. Oh, but all because you got zeros doesn't mean it doesn't work. Check the sum. Then you can tell me it doesn't work. but then adjust accordingly. If it doesn't work, adjust your guess. Okay, so did you check the sum? And if not, then that's going to tell us how to adjust. That's going to tell us how to adjust.
Whatever your sum is after you do your average subtract goes down there. So 4 minus 4 was what? 0.
Oh, so now you made this. What are you making Grace now? If this didn't work, change your guess. You're going to change your guess up or down? Yeah, there you go.
I got it.
So did 4 work?
No.
No. And I think most of you have these filled in. This came out to be 10, 0, 0, and we got a sum of 26. Too low. Caroline, what'd you try next? I thought you did 8, but okay, 9 is even more fun to work with. 9, okay, what's 3 times 9? 27. 9, I'm starting to get nervous. 9 plus 6? 15. 9 minus 4? 5. 5 again. Uh-oh. 20, 47, 50, 60. I think we get like 61 or something. Way too high. But we're fine in the middle, right? This was too low by like 14. This is too high by like 21. Bro, I'm using cards. Elijah, give me another guess. So if 9 was too big, should we up the guess or lower the guess? We need a lower because we tried 9, right? Because we're guessing for Grace. We tried 9. 7? Sure. Elijah's saying try 7. What is 7 times 3? Yeah, because remember Joan is 3 times G, so 21. 7 plus 6? 13. 7 minus 4? I'm going to write this out because I know we're getting close. Um, 34. Ah! We get 47. Right, I think. Yo. But we can't. You can't just subtract 7. We got to change what Grace got and try to figure out how. Jackson, tell me a guess to try.
6.
Jackson says try 6. All right, let's go back to Joan. What's 3 times 6? 18. 6 plus 6? 12. 6 minus 4? 2, and the same. Ooh, that's 30. That's another 10. Got it. Anyone have any like thoughts or questions or ponderings or frustrations or just, general feelings that you want to share? I've got lots of feelings. Clayton? Why? Say more about that, Clayton. Feels like there's gotta be a better way, right? The word I used with Mr. K this morning was like, this feels clunky, right? This feels like okay, it got us there, but it's like, I don't know if you've ever been in a car that like needs worked on bad, but it's like, oh, it's maybe moving forward.
Yeah.
It feels like we felt like we were moving forward, and then we we found the wrong answer.
What?
We, like, yeah, like, right? You know what I mean. All right. All right, so we think there's got to be a better way. Pull out today's homework paper. The examples from class section.
I didn't like the 5D thing.
All right, we're talking about May, probably. May, Warren, and Samara. Would anyone like to read about May, Warren, and Samara? Anyone not? Clayton. Okay, Josh, go ahead. May, Warren, and Samara. It's 128. It's the problem on your paper.
128.
Yeah, 128. About May.
May had one mini box of chocolate molasses candy, and Warren gave her three more pieces.
Pause!
Okay.
Did that feel important? What do we do with important stuff? Highlight it. You pick whatever color you want. We don't have to match colors now. We need to get in the habit of changing colors. You don't have to match me, but I'm going to start with yellow. So May had a box. Warren gave her three more. Oh, Warren, thanks, man.
Warren.
Are you going to keep going?
Do you have a Warren?
Samara has too many boxes of chocolate molasses and gave 6 to Will. Pause! Okay, guys, we're gonna highlight that.
Feels important. Gotta highlight it. Pause when you're ready.
Now May and Samara have the same number of chocolate molasses. Pause!
I like that you like half yelling pause also has the sucker and like you're like fighting against like the sucker making your mouth sound weird. Okay. What do they want us to figure out? What do they want us to figure out, Liam? How many cookies are in the box? What actually honestly this anyone ever eat Cookie Crisp? My mom would never let us get it because she's like, cookies are not breakfast. But like it's cereal made of cookies, right? That's what this looks like. Probably it's like that or like the Cocoa Puffs, right? Also my mom would never let us get that. I convinced her that Cap'n Crunch was okay.
The only cereal with milk is chocolate.
I know, right? Alright, so hold on. You have potentially from last week some blank 5D process papers. And if you don't know where they are, that's fine, because I already told you I don't really like 5D process. I like what Clayton said, that there's probably a better way that does not involve guess check. And what he said that you might have missed is he thinks we can do some things backward, like undo some stuff. So let's just start with writing down what we've got. You can do this on this paper, or you can grab graph paper if you think you're going to need more space. I left you some space, as much as I could, but like, and I know you can see the 5D on your paper for the next problem. We're going to find out if we need the 5D anymore. Up here, left the cards. Clayton, we're skipping you. Sorry, dude. Elias, you've done a lot today. Elias, what would you write for May? What letter would you use for May? Sure. And then what would you write? So if May has... How could we write like May has? What are we going to start with? M. Yeah, M equals. And then what does May have? Gonna keep going, or Major's raising his hand to help you out? One what? Yeah. Problem is we don't know how many's in the box. So what could I use to say we got a box? Yeah, we could use B. Does she only have the box? What, she has the box and what?
3 more.
And 3 more. Okay, seems pretty solid. May has a box and 3 more. You got that right now? What's funny is Major's card was right after yours, and he volunteered to pick up for you. Liam, what about Samara? Too many boxes? Give them to me. Too many. Ah, okay. And is that it? Just two?
And gave 6 to Will.
Okay, so she had 2B.
Minus
Now she's
6.
not 2B?
Minus 6.
That is the question. 2B or not 2B? Okay, so 2B what?
Minus 6.
2B minus 6. Sorry, backing away from the Shakespeare joke. Backing away from Bill. Guys, what if we called William Shakespeare? What if we went by Bill Shakespeare? I feel like it would be a lot different.
No, nine's not as
No,
professional sound.
William Shakespeare.
Cypher.
Okay, we have something highlighted in blue that we didn't use. Reese, you want to tell me what that highlighting in blue is telling us? Who's like they all? What do you mean? So if I were to try to write that out mathematically, how would I write May and Samara have the same? You're trying to say May is the same as Samara. Yeah! May equals Samara. Guys, trust me. If you trust me, I can almost promise you you'll never have to 5D again. And that process is, quite frankly, a waste of time. May is equal to Samara. Right? They told us that. They have the same number. Jackson, please stop. I just can't focus. So, do we know, not how many, do we know what May has? A box and 3 extra, right? Do we know what Samara has? So can we fill in May has this much and Samara has this much? Let's do it. May's got a box and 3 extras. Samara had 2 boxes, but she gave 6 to Will because Will's always trying to get food from people. Hey, that's a really strong word, and when used about a person we know, not appropriate. And it makes me want to put you two in the same room and talk it out until you sort out whatever beef you got. All right, so guys, visual. Hold on. Let's draw a picture of this. So, yeah, this is where you might need graph paper if you don't have it. So feel free to take a little walk if you need to. I've got a box and 3 more. Crap, wait. Hold on. I need to draw that Will took 6 of Samara's cookies. I don't know how to draw that, like, there's 6 missing from this box. Like, no, wait. If we could turn back time, right? We're complaining about Will. Be nice. We're complaining about Will taking these cookies. If we could turn back time, how could we undo Will taking those cookies? What would he need if we reverse time? What will? Hold on, say it again. Give them back, right? If we don't want Will to take our food. So hold on. If we want to undo Will taking that, we need to give them back. But then, if I give back 6 cookies to Samara, will they be equal anymore?
No.
So, how could I keep them equal? If I give back 6
Keep
to
them.
Samara,
By giving 6 to
let's give 6 to May also. If we're going to give 6 back to Samara, let's just, to keep things fair, give 6 back to May. Right? So we're going to give 6, however you want to draw this. You don't have to draw. Like, your picture doesn't have to make sense. I know mine barely makes sense to me. Okay, so Samara's cookies that had been taken, the -6. What happens when -6 and +6 join up? 0, right? That's a 0. So we really only have 2 boxes over here. But what does May now have? No. She has a box and
9.
not. But technically, Liam, say more about what you said. What? How do you know? Why do you keep saying she has 2 boxes? Samara has 2 boxes. Why are you saying that about May? They have the same amount. So if Samara's got 2 boxes, May has 2 boxes.
What?
So hold on. Here's the other thing we can do. They both have a box, right? May's got a box, Samara's got a box. What if I just have both of them like eat a box and just get rid of that? Or they could eat a box. It's cookies. Here's the trap door though. 2b minus b is not 2. Guys, think about this because you're going to try to make this mistake. This, your brain is going to say, oh, it's 2. The b minus b gets rid. This is 2 boxes minus 1 box. If you had 2 boxes and took away 1, what do you have now? 1 box. So this 9 is equal to 1 box, and that's how Liam figured out there's got to be 9. Or you can come back here and say, if 2 boxes equals a box and 9, this 9 is a box. Questions? And again, why I have a gripe with the Girl Scouts. If you're only going to give me 9 in a box, I'm going to be a little upset.
We're giving 9 times 2 is maybe.
Yeah, right? And it depends on what type of cookies we get.
But not a box.
All right, so hold on. I want to see if we can take that, and we're just going to start thinking about this. But what's that next problem on your paper? 130, I think. 130. 130. That's not the right paper. Yeah, 131. So we're going to come back to this tomorrow. And what we're going to try to figure out tomorrow is, do we need the 5D? Right? It's on your paper setup. But vocab that I wanted to cover today. On your paper, highlight the words consecutive integers. That is just a fancy way of saying numbers in a row. And it means a little bit more than that. It means we didn't skip anything. And it also means none of them are fractions or decimals. So it could be negative, could be positive. It's just numbers in a row. Mr. K, whenever you gotta get out of here, totally. Mr. K's got a class he's gotta get to, so he leaves like near the end of our class. Not that you guys upset me, maybe you upset him, who knows. No, it's nothing about you guys, he's just gotta get back to campus. So Mr. K will get to do more and more as he gets to know you guys and gets used to Phoenix. Today was just his first day of checking out like what it's like here. So here's what they tell us. We have 3 numbers, and they are consecutive, just meaning one after the next, right? So numbers in a row. And they're going to add up to, what do they tell us? Can anyone figure it out? 57, right? It's on our table. Okay, so unless you're Mr. K, you're not packing up yet. Josh.
As you're still packing up.
Yeah. Although Josh's last name does start with a K, so maybe he thought I was talking about him. Josh, you're not Mr. K. I'm sorry.
Not in.
Okay, so they got a guess that's too small, and they got a guess that's too big. I want you to take the last couple minutes we got, see if you can figure out how we could not use the 5D process. They have their first number. The second number is just a +1. The third number is just a +2. Remember, the first numbers are guess. This is like what we're guessing. How we go, Mr. K? And this is where we're gonna pick it up tomorrow. So you are welcome to pack up, clip things in your binders. Hey guys, 532 and 533 are going in math. Actually, I think 532 is already in. So reminder, if you did not turn in 532 and 533 from last week, they're due. I think I already put 532 in math. 533 I plan to put in this evening. They are due. We need to be doing our homework tonight. It's a sign. All right. Have a great day, guys. Don't worry. Tomorrow we get a block, but then Thursday you don't get any. So give and take.